Assalamualaikum. My name is Talal Fayad and I will start by giving you a quick overview of our project and explaining the singleton pattern that we use in our system. So our system is a Java-based GUI application which we call the MIT Maintenance Report app. So what this system does is we have admins reporting electrical or plumbing issues to the same and stored in the same database. So the simulation project that we focus on demonstrating four important design patterns. And the first pattern I will be explaining is the singleton pattern. So a singleton pattern makes sure that a class has only one instance of the system and it provides a global access point to the system. So as you can see here, we created a class for database connection, and then we have a private static database connection instance here. And by using public static database connection get instance method, we will be using the same instance every time it is called. So why we need to use a singleton pattern is because we don't want to use separate databases for our system, for our single system, and we want to make sure all the records will be submitted and stored in the same database. And this makes the singleton pattern the perfect fit for our system. And for the other patterns, my groupmate will be explaining them later on. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Rian and I'll be explaining two design patterns, which is factory method and abstract factory pattern. Let's start with the factory method pattern, which is this one. This pattern lets us define an interface for creating objects, but allows the actual subclass to decide which class to instantiate. In our app, we use this pattern to generate different types of report, specifically electrical and plumbing reports. We create a common interface called report creator here. It's a method create report. Then we make two other class, electric report creator and plumbing report creator. When the user selects the issue category from the drop down menu in the GUI, the appropriate creator is used to make the correct type of report. This helps keep the object creation logic clean and scalable to make it bigger. Next is abstract factory pattern. This pattern is used when you want to create families of related objects, like button, panel, label, without hardcoding their actual classes. In our system, we create a UI factory interface that includes the methods to create UI component like submit, button, label, and form panel. We then implement this interface with an admin UI factory and a technician UI factory for this demo. We focus on the admin side, which provide the component for filling and submitting reports. This design makes it easy to expand or switch the UI for other roles like a technician without rewriting everything. And now I'll be passing to our final member who will explain the last pattern for the prototype and conclude the presentation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Raja Momokoyim and I will be explaining the prototype pattern and giving a full summary of how everything fits together. The prototype pattern is all about cloning objects instead of creating them from scratch. This can be very efficient when the creation process is complex or when you want to copy a base object and make small changes. In our app, we made an abstract class report that implement clonable, the two concrete type, which is first electric report and plumbing report, as you can see here. This will extend base class. When users submit a form, we don't create report manually each time. Instead, we use factory method to get a base report and then clone it using the prototype pattern. After cloning, we add user input like the description of the issue. Let me show some here. Electrical, and I will just say class 2021, and we will submit the report, and we will pop up the some message to show the information we just submit. From here, this is a neat way to reuse predefined object and it simplifies our report creation process. This is how we do it. Report equal to base report dot clone. This will help to clone it. In summary, we combine all four creational design patterns into our GUI working application. The first is singleton for centralized database connection. The second is factory method for creating specific report type. And the third one is abstract factory for flexible UI design. And lastly is prototype for cloning report object. That's all from our group. Thank you very much.